Hey, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I'm limited to how long a video I can record, and apparently I'm a little long-winded today. So just coming back on just to finish up the last little bit of the notes there. I didn't want to rush through everything. So I had finished off. I was talking real briefly about the predictors of teen suicide, factors that could lead to somebody being statistically higher probability to attempt or commit suicide. So I think I got through all of this. And I didn't want to rush through this last page here, so it won't take a whole lot of time. Fifth factor is where you live. If you live in an area that is densely populated, you are less likely to commit or attempt suicide. What that means is if you live in a city, you are less likely to attempt suicide. If you live in a small town or in a rural area like Port Allegheny, you are more likely to. And there's a major reason here to say that. That's not because cities are better places to live than small towns. Small towns are socially isolated, and we have less access to services, whether it be mental health services, suicide prevention services. We just have less here. If you live in a city like New York City, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, you pick it. There's more people, more chances to get services, and less social isolation. In McKean County, we have less to work with. So that just means that if you have mental health issues, you are less likely to get the help that you need. The sixth predictor is the dysfunctional family unit. If you live in a family with violence, severe marital discord, like abusive relationship, death, so like if a parent passes away suddenly, um, and various other dysfunctional traits. If there's abuse, if there's neglect, that could all lead to increased probabilities of suicide attempts. And then lastly, there's a social phenomenon known as the cluster effect. Sociologists have identified that there is a tendency in certain communities that if the right type of person, that might sound terrible for me to say that, but if a particular type of person commits suicide, that is sometimes seen as being a triggering event for other people to commit suicide. Sometimes it's referred to as sort of like a copycat trend where one person commits suicide and then other people follow suit. And there's different reasons for this. If you take somebody who is extremely popular and they commit suicide, other people may say, well, geez, that person was so popular, so well liked, they had everything going for them, and they killed themselves. What do I have to live for? And that could be a triggering event for certain other types of people. And you see that a lot of times with celebrity suicides. We've had a number of celebrity suicides over the years. Two that come to mind. I'm probably showing my age a little bit. Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park, committed suicide just a few years ago. And there was worry that his suicide could have been a triggering event or a triggering event for other people. And then, probably in my opinion, the most well publicized suicide in recent history was Robin Williams' suicide. He's a celebrity worth probably tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, thought to be one of the funniest men in America, and turns out he was dealing with severe mental health issues that were going untreated, alcohol and drug abuse history, and he committed suicide. And he seemed like he is such a happy kind of personality. Those are the types of suicides that sociologists fear that when those happen, that could be, as my notes say, the suicide that sparks a fuse, and could ignite destructive self uh, self-destructive behavior in teen populations. So that is a real social phenomenon. So that's about it. Um, take the quiz, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.